We're always taking it a notch higher through informative and intellectual debates here on the Great Debaters Contest. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Chris Boru.
And I am Esperanza Kapanga. And today we are having a motion that is centered around devolution, stating devolution is a hindrance to national integration.
While proposing this motion, we have Mumbuni Boys High School, whose motto is "Together we excel," and they promise to bring the same togetherness on debate.
And opposing this motion, we have Masinga Girls Yatta High School, who say that they are confident about their passionate conviction and that they're going to bring the passion to the stage.
Let's hope they'll do just as they've said.
Proposer number 1, you have 3 minutes.
Nothing is dynamic until it is specific. It is said, together we excel. But with division, there's no unity. Let's call a zero, and not an O. Shadrach Kelvin, here to propose the motion that states, devolution is a hindrance to national integration. First and foremost, let's start by definition of terminologies. What is devolution? Devolution refers to segmentation, partitioning of power in a country or a state down a certain hierarchy, in that it forms some local authorities. What is hindrance? Hindrance refers to cause difficulties or opposition to something. Then what is national integration? It refers to oneness, togetherness, hence unity. To my dear opposers to the motion, didn't you know the meaning of devolution? Devolution refers to division. Division leads to separation. With separation, no unity. And to my first point, devolution results to increased government expenditure. Just check. We have governors, senators, MCS, MPs. Let's put things in black and white. Our leaders don't do charity work. They must be paid. And where does that money come from? From increased taxation. Just tell me, when there is increased taxation, is there unity? Like really, is there unity? When you are paying more taxes, yet your salaries to the civil servants, yet your salaries are constant. This also causes strikes. And if there are strikes, there is no peace. No peace, no unity. And to my second point, devolution leads to embezzlement of funds. Just check at the county level. The money moves from central government to the county government. That is in Kenya. In US, we have states. It is true that leaders are the same. Like Tumbo says in Betro in the city, eat and let it. And what does that resort to? Corruption. It is just becoming an economic activity in Kenya. And if there's corruption, my friend, there is no unity. Link corruption with unity. Falsehood. About corruption, which is a massive unfairness to the local citizens. Can you imagine wheelbarrows going for 109,000? Really? And then you say, because of this, it leads to unity? No way. We choose to have devolution. It doesn't come our way. And if it comes, we must have the pain of it. I suppose babies of Rastafarians could be born with dreadlocks. Shadrach Kelvin.
First opposer, you have 3 minutes to make your case.
I'm Diana Mali from Masinga Girls, opposing the motion that says devolution is an hindrance to national integrity. What's devolution? These are services and self-governance that are brought close to the people. What is national integration? This is the togetherness of people. What is hindrance? This is opposition. I'm hereby confidently proving to you that devolution has done a great job. First and foremost, building, specifically construction of hospitals. In every county right now, we have a level 5 hospital. For instance, we have Machakos level 5, Kisii level 5, Makueni level 5. In these counties, we have ambulances which have been bought by the county. These ambulances have been purchased to enhance the transportation in case of emergencies. In these hospitals, we have some services which are being offered. For instance, we have the Future Fab, T-Safe services, and also the free pregnancy test for women. In these services, they are offering guidance and counseling. This guidance and counseling is helping the youths to change their moral behavior. Secondly, we have the Linda Mama service. This Linda Mama is providing free maternity for women in whichever circumstance. They are paid the bills for the women. Furthermore, there is the construction of schools. Right now, in many schools, we have additional classrooms. For instance, we have Tulimani in Kitui County. There are additional classes. In this devolution, as also said, feeding programs for the pre-unit students. They are providing food for them. Furthermore, not forgetting about the bursaries, which we are receiving from the county government. Is this not devolution at work? Before then, the ECD teachers were not getting employed. Right now, they have been employed by the county governments. They have got jobs from the county government. Is this not devolution? Devolution have done a great job. It is for our first time we have seen in Samburu County carry out their first Kaiserin service. In Makueni County, we have seen the telemedicine for the first time, thanks to devolution.
Second proposer, you have 3 minutes to give your rebuttal.
One love, one heart. Let's get together and be all right. You cannot speak of victory where you have conquered nothing. Devolution has given us great and complete headaches. So please, don't lie to us. Brian Karuma, Mumbuni School. On to my first point. Devolution has enhanced high intensity of tribalism. It is true, we are practicing democracy. But in what ways? By encouraging tribalism when choosing leaders. We'll obviously, choose a leader no matter how poor he is in his or her works, just because he is from our tribe. This evacuates other contestants of different tribes, meaning a person who is a Luo coming to contest in Machakos will not get a chance. With tribalism, there is obviously no unity. Just take a gaze of how devolution is done in our country. In Machakos County, the dominant community are the Kambas. In Kiambu County, the dominant community are the Kikuyus. How do you expect to promote national integration if Kambas have their own region and Kikuyus live in their own region? Wouldn't it be better if both communities would be brought together and work together, since integration and devolution is supposed to bring that integration in order for us to benefit as a whole country, not just as a specific county? On to my second point. Devolution has brought about political interference, brought by the devolvement of the government, in that some members are allied to some superior politicians of coalitions and the parties that elected them. This creates division among the leaders of that specific coalition. You find that a certain coalition has different parties. And one of those parties, most of them, you find that they are superiors on top. Then, when it comes to nomination, if a certain person is from a certain party and the superior is on top of the coalition, that person will have more chances for getting that nomination position instead of the person who has better qualities and is from another party. This will never bring about unity. So, in short, the leaders in those specific, that specific coalition will get to start quarreling over this position, that you are against me, you are what, which does not bring up national integration. On to my third point. Devolution has brought about separation. Devolution is division of power.
Thus, in Kenya, we have the central government and the county governments. In some cases, you find out counties have their own system of governance, but they are supposed to have their own system of governance under strict guidelines from the national government. But in some cases, you find that this specific county does not agree with the system of the central government, meaning they will try and go against the central government, which brings about separation. Take, for instance, Mombasa. Mombasa has resources, and Mombasa, at some point, was being said, in quotes, Mombasa si Kenya. And if they were separated from us, that would bring about national disintegration. Thank you.
Second opposer, you have 3 minutes for your cross-examination.
My name is Juliana Muthui from Masinga Girls Secondary School. I'm here to oppose the motion that says devolution is a hindrance of the national integration. My first point, devolution has, in our county government, let me be specific with the county government, devolution has enhanced our leaders to construct industries. For example, in Makueni County, we can see that the governor, Kivutha Kibwana, has started a process, and also it's almost through, for the constructions of the fruit industry and milk industry, so as the people can get the resources, let the resources be close to them, so as they cannot get difficulties going to other places, so as they can get the resources that they require. So devolution, at first, devolution as a Kenya perspective, devolution in Kenya means that the services and the self-governance has been brought close to the people. My second point, devolution, as it has led to job employment. You can see, for example, in the Kitui County, Governor Charity Kalukingilo, she offered jobs to the youths who are idle in the county. This is going to create employment to these youth. They are going to get finance to stabilize their families, and also we understand that they're going to feed their families and also educate their younger ones to the families which are poor. Also, about the industries in Makueni County, we can see that the farmers have been promoted, the local farmers in that county. So as you can see, they cannot use a lot of means of transport going through to the central government. You can see the resources are near where they are, because they've been promoted, and also the local farmers have gotten some job employment. About the agriculture, in Machakos County, Governor Alfred Mutua offered tractors and also feeds to encourage the farmers. So as past years, we see that the farmers were producing low income, but the county governments, through the governors and also the deputy governors, we can see that they are trying to help the farmers so as they can lead to the growth of the counties. We can see that the counties in Ukambani, they produce low quality goods, but the leaders are trying a lot so as we can be the top. We can be at the top as the other counties like Nakuru County and also Kakamega County and also the other counties. Thank you.
The proposers have been asked, don't they think that devolution, bringing services closer to the citizens in the counties, makes previously marginalized communities feel much more included, therefore promoting national integration? The opposers have been asked, they have stated previously that Machakos gives low-quality goods. Do they know about the popularly known mangoes from Machakos region? And they should state their sources for that statement. Proposer number 3, you have 3 minutes to answer the question.
Nonsense is nonsense, even when spoken by a famous scientist. And please, all of us, let us abstain from fantasy and come to the reality. I'm David Wambua from the Mumbuni school. My learned delegate there has asked about the resources and the funds. Yes, it has brought about the distribution of the funds. But the question is, has it worked? Has it worked? Yes, we're talking about the government, the public service. Day in, day out, we hear about strikes. Let me ask you a question. And also, this question goes to the opposers. Have you ever had a private organization going for a strike? It's like you're telling us that we are reducing the powers of the president. Why? Let's take it, for example, I'm a governor, and my friend here is a president. If I disagree with him, there will be conflicts, and conflicts do not bring national integration. Devolution, it has brought about the counties. About the resources, each county has its own resource. So each and every county becomes mean. Let's take it, for instance, in Nairobi County, there are a lot of industries. Many of the industries are found in Nairobi County. But if we say that we want devolution, it will be mean. It will say that these are our minerals. We don't want to give them to any other counties. It is ours. It is only ours. So, but if you had a national government, only one government which is ruling Kenya, the minerals and all the things and the resources will be equally distributed. You'll find that this part shares everything with the other part. I'll tell the opposers a quote by Kendrick Lamar. He said that, sit down and be humble. And also, my last point, about the opposers. The opposers, you are measuring on one side. Kenya is big. Come on. Kenya is big. Talk about Mandera, talk about Wajir, talk about those counties which there is no development there. Talk about them. We want to hear about them. Don't talk about only the counties which have improvement of the facilities.
Third opposer, you have 3 minutes to answer the question.
Thank you very much. I'm Rhoda Mose from Masinga Girls. And my main aim here in front of you is to tell you that this devolution has become a great success. Saying that devolution is an hindrance, that's, as my friend has said earlier, that's nonsense. Because of these roads which are finding the county government is doing for us is such a great success. Previously, there was just Maram roads. Now we have tarmac roads. Can't you appreciate that? Can't you be grateful for what the devolution has done? Devolution was just introduced the other day, in 2010. And now you're complaining about devolution. This is a progressive thing. We are not yet still there. So you should just sit down, as you have said. Sit down, be humble, and let devolution work. For my friend who said that Ukambani does produce quality goods, we don't refuse. That's true. And here, my friends say that it is 40%, not 100%. In Ukambani, there are many things like the food products, in short, that you get, they're not of high quality. Like when you get the maize, most of it are produced, but they're not in good conditions. This is due to the weevils which they are found in the farms, and also in the poor techniques of putting out the farming and manuring stuff. Then, this devolution being a success, there's a digital way of keeping up of online collection of revenue. According to the Star Nation of 16th June 2017, the EGG Pay platform of Nairobi was rated as the biggest, the most successful, the one which is used in digital placement of the revenue, whereby you just pay your money of the parking fee online, and then the receipt is being printed there by there. So, come on, stop behaving as if you don't know what this devolution is. It's not a matter of being disunited. This is a matter of, distributing the power from the central government to the county government for easy administration, for good quality administration. The president cannot reach everyone. That's normal. This Kenya is big, and we need to come up with a way of making things easier. Then, the Nairobi, it was being termed the city of garbage. See now what Sonko has done. He has done great. He has improved roads. He has given out tenders and done many great things. Thank you.
Proposition, you have 1 minute for your final submission.
Let's embrace reality and abstain from fantasy. Honestly, you talk of Nairobi, paying things online. Show me where there is online payment of parking services in Mandera. Show me where there is online parking fees in Wajir. Honestly, this devolution cannot and is not able to work in this country. Honestly. But there's one fact in life. If you say the president cannot reach places within a certain area or places in areas, but I tell you in a 5-year term, he can make differences while going through each and every county. So you cannot explain to me that the president cannot get to those places. The president has visited Turkana. The first lady is also there to get to those places. So please, stop lying to us. Embrace reality and stop and abstain from fantasy.
Opposition, you have 1 minute for your final statement.
This thing about devolution, you people should sit down. Think about it over and over again. The devolution itself is a success. People are the ones who are not getting satisfied. Just wait, be calm, and see at the end of these 5 years, you are going to make a change in Kenya. This is Kenya. We are one. Despite the division of the power from the central to the county government, nothing changes. This is just for easy administration, as I said earlier, and I need you to really think critically. Working out of the license payment online, it was just first tried in Nairobi. We are not yet there. This is devolution. It's a progressive act. Thank you.
Mumbuni boys, Shadrach, Kevin, that was good introduction. A good attempt at definition of terms, which was very good. We helped us to understand the motion. Then your style of using rhetoric questions to challenge your opponent was very good. And then Brian Karuma, you had good mastery of content. You had good cross-examination skills. And then there are just issues that I wanted to raise from what you said. For example, you said that if somebody from another community, I think you said Luo community, if they come to Machakos County, they cannot be voted. But I want to tell you that there are constituencies and counties in this country that have voted people from other communities. For example, Busia County has voted Honorable Florence Mutua as the women rep for Busia. We have Kisumu East that has voted Honorable Shabir Shakil as the MP for Kisumu East. So take note of that. Jamal Davis, avoid derogatory quotes, like you'd say nonsense is nonsense. I think that was one of your quotations. I would really think of using another positive quote, but all the same, you had good cross-examination skills, you had passion and conviction, and you had mastery of your content, which was strong enough for you.
Masinga girls, Diana, very good submissions. However, as the first speaker, you were to connect it to the motion. And I think that happened across the board, apart from the point you gave on bursaries being given, and you credited this to the counties. The rest of the team missed the point by not addressing every point you gave on devolution to national integration. So for that, you're penalized. But I want to appreciate the fact that you have confident speakers, all of you. Diana, as it has been said, very good start. Juliana, your role is cross-examination. You missed that, so that was penalized as well. Good examples, however, the Makueni, Kitui, and the likes, connect them to national integration and how that comes into play. Rhoda, outstanding. I think you outstand for me in the team. You're outstanding for me in the team. You're a good speaker and good cross-examination as well.
Down to the numbers. We had a good run in this one with 65% and 70%. We have Masinga Girls Secondary School having 65%. Let's appreciate them. And they gave a good run to Mumbuni Boys High School that had 70%, making them the winners of our debate today.
Well done to both teams, a job well done. Remember, debaters, debate should not break you, but make you a competitor. We'd like to appreciate all our sponsors who made this possible. Blaze by Safaricom, Brand Kenya Board. Remember, the conversation still continues on all our social media platforms. The hashtag is GDC for SDGs. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I've been your host, Chris Boru.
And I am Esperanza Kapanga. Catch you next time.